It's 11 a.m. here in Seoul. I'm Seung at the Arirang News Center. We're breaking into our regular programming to bring you a live briefing from the South Korean health authorities on the coronavirus situation here in the nation. In just a few moments, we'll cut into the briefing at the Sejong Government Complex with simultaneous interpretation available for you in English. Director General of Health Policy Yoon Tae-oh will be briefing us on the coronavirus situation here in South Korea, filling us in on the details about the new infection cases seen as of Friday midnight and what kind of efforts the government is making to contain the virus, especially with the cluster infection cases in the capital area. We've now gone into the briefing room where Yoon Tae-oh is making his way to the podium. It looks like the briefing is about to begin very shortly.
9월 11일 금요일
Let us now begin our regular briefing for September 11th, Friday. As of today midnight, we have a total of 161 new local infections. And yesterday we had 4 additional fatalities, and the accumulated death toll now stands at 350. I extend my deepest condolences to the deceased and the members of the bereaved families. In the metropolitan area, we have the intensified social distancing measures, and we have 4 days until its end. And we believe that we have curbed the major outbreak, and once we had a daily number peaking at over 400, however, it has declined to about 100 right now. And we believe that this is all possible thanks to the efforts and the dedication put forth by the members of the public by participating in these social distancing measures, and I take this opportunity to thank you all. However, we are still witnessing cluster infections sporadically throughout the country, and our downward trend is currently not that steep, and therefore we are not at a stage for complacency. We need to continue to stay vigilant, and we need to focus our efforts to contain the virus going forward, and we believe by doing so we can have a stable management of our quarantine capacity as well as a medical capacity. Even though we have a social distancing, we can have a resurgence and a reduction of the number of cases repetitively, and we ask you to continue to abide by these measures until this weekend. So until this weekend, please refrain from going outdoors, excluding essential travels, and please stay home safe and sound. And the government will also exert our full efforts to ease any of the inconveniences that you are going through right now. And the government is also making sure that the non-face-to-face religious services are carried out on a regular basis. And our culture ministry is carrying out our technology support for these churches, and we are advising them to have using of the technologies through very diverse platforms as well. And we are also providing them with 50 gigamegabytes of these data as well, so that they can utilize this to enable non-face-to-face services. And we are also exerting our full efforts to continue so that these non-face-to-face measures can be facilitated at a lot of the churches nationwide, as well as other religious facilities. And we ask for the members of the religious facilities to also abide by these measures. So we also have provided detailed measures at our call center, which is available through 1433-1990. And up until now, we have been accumulating the data for these infected cases, and we have some measures for the protection of privacy. And also we have a commission dedicated to personal privacy, and we have looked into the 23 administrative local governments, and we have been making sure that they are abiding by the Privacy Protection Act, and including all of the information, more than 300 cases of these information that contain privacy information, and they have discovered some 8 administrative governments that have been breaching these Privacy Act, and also carried out and issued administrative orders to this end. Meanwhile, in May, in relation to the cluster infection, in relation to all of those mobile traffic data that have been collected, we have been confirmed that the Seoul metropolitan area government has discarded all of these information. And also those information related to the mobile traffic for those who went to the Seoul rallies, they will also be discarded upon the deadline of the epidemiological investigation. And we will also continue to exert our full efforts to carry out on-site inspections, and we have found that 56% of the high-risk facilities used QR codes and for the entry logs, and we will also make sure that they are being used and on a wide basis. And also we have been checking that these information through the QR codes have been stored for a certain period of time and then be discarded after 4 weeks. And we have also secured that about 82% of them are carrying out the discarding of the information of the personal identification information as well. And a majority of these other facilities were also abiding by such legislations as well. However, we have seen that there were some restrictions in the guaranteeing of the safety, and therefore we will be exerting our campaign to promote our QR code entry log because this enables a safer and a more safer way of guaranteeing the privacy information of the individuals. And we will also intensify our inspection so that these personal information are discarded after 4 weeks. And we will also make sure that these personal information and privacy information data will also be carried and tackled by our quarantine officials going forward. And we also have further plans for the October 3rd planned rally at the Seoul rally. And we also have received about 200 cases that have been reported by the police. And we have also ordered a ban on these gatherings, about 78 gatherings, especially as for the gatherings over the people of 10. There were 9 organizations, and 6 of them were also organizations that have reported similar rallies during the August 15th. And the government will also continue to cooperate and to intensify our notification to the public that these gatherings should be banned on a regular basis, especially during the October 3rd. And we have confirmed 557 people who have been confirmed through the Seoul rallies in the Liberation Day. And there were about 200 people who have been infected after attending these rallies. And these infections have spread throughout the nation, including 14 cities and provinces. And please note that at these rallies, people gather and they engage in chanting as well as other singings, which could also increase the risks of infection through the droplets. And also, if we ask for the public's consideration and understanding that we need to contain and ban such gatherings. And if they also continue to carry out these public rallies, the government will also abide by and take stern measures based on legal principles as well. And social distancing has been prolonged for quite a long time, and this has also threatened the livelihoods of many people and also has inflicted great inconveniences on many of our public. We understand that this has caused great pain and challenges. We would like to apologize for that. However, this can only be overcome with the cooperation of the public. So we ask the members of the public to put a halt on your daily routines and also put a halt on your livelihoods. And please note that this is not only for yourself but also for your loved ones and your neighbors. We need endurances and perseverance by all of the members of the public, and we believe that individuals' efforts are very important for us to overcome the virus going forward. So going forward, we still have a few days until we have the social distancing measures put in place. So depending on this, the future, the fate of our outbreak could also be determined. And during the weekend, please refrain from making outdoor activities and outdoor travels as well as social gatherings, and please stay home. The government will also exert our full efforts, having great confidence in the energy of our public. Thank you very much.
네, 지금부터 질의응답 시간을 가지겠습니다. 배석자분들은
That was a live government briefing. We just heard that from the health authorities updating us on the coronavirus situation here in South Korea. We just heard that there were 176 additional cases of COVID-19 as of Friday midnight, bringing the accumulated total to 21,919. We unfortunately had 4 additional deaths, bringing the total to 350. Well, that wraps up our coverage of this morning's briefing. We will be back though with our regular newscast at noon Korea time with Mark Broom. Bye for now.